Good morning, students. In my last class in business studies, I have already introduced with you a topic emerging modes of business. In my previous lecture, I have discussed about e-business, that is, what is e-business, and the scope of e-business. Today, I am going to discuss with you the features of e-business, the advantages of e-business, and the limitations of e-business. So let's start with first that what are the features of e-business. Now first, use of internet. Now e-business is practically not possible without internet, that is the international network which helps in conducting the e-business. Practically without internet, e-business is not possible. Internet connection is a must for conducting e-business. Second, that is use of electronic devices. Now, not only you require internet connection and electronic devices, that is a computer or a laptop is required for conducting e-business. Without computer or laptop, e-business is not possible. So therefore, a computer and internet connection is a must for conducting e-business. Third, direct communication. Now, e-business establish direct communication between the buyers and sellers. No physical place is required. For conducting e-business, the most important is that it helps to establish a direct communication between what? Between buyers and sellers. So, direct communication is takes place in case of e-business, that is the buyers directly contact the sellers with the help of computer and the computer network. Fourth one is that universality. That means we have already discussed for conducting e-business, no physical place is required. But what is that? Transaction can take place from anywhere. That is, transaction be, can be possible from any place of the world, from anywhere. It does not require a particular place for conducting transaction. Transaction can be possible from anywhere, any place. That is, worldwide transaction is possible. That is the universality of the e-business. Universality. That means you can conduct transaction from any place of the world by means of what? Computer and computer network. Next, we go for requirement of skilled personnel. That in order to conduct e-business, the most essential requirement is that professionally and technically skilled personnel, human resource, those who are capable of conducting e-business. That means they must be professionally trained. Not only they must be professionally trained, they must be also skilled and habituated in conducting e-business. Next is free from time restriction. Now, the next very important feature of the e-business is that there is no limited business hours in case of the e-business. Transaction can take place anytime throughout the day, 24 hours, that is round the clock. The customers can contact the buyers anytime, from anywhere, from any place. There is no time limitations for conducting the e-business. This is 6, 7. Interpersonal interconnection. Now, what do you understand by interpersonal intercommunication? Actually, no personal communication takes place between the buyers and sellers because there is no requirement of the physical presence of the buyers and sellers while conducting business transaction. Transaction takes place with the help of the computer and internet. So it is a process of what? It is a process of interpersonal interconnection between the buyers and sellers. So there is possibility that interpersonal development of interpersonal communication. Lastly, we discuss about the speediness. Yes, in e-business, the transaction can takes place very fast. Sharing of information, sharing of documents, everything can take place very fast. So speedily transaction is possible in case of the e-business. So these are some of the features of your e-business. Okay. Next students, I will be discussing about the merits and demerits of the e-business, that is the advantages or the disadvantages of the e-business. That is, let's start with the advantages of the e-business. First, easy formation. That is, already you know that in order to start a e-business, you don't require to perform too much legal formalities. It can be started if you have a computer and internet. Much legal formalities is not required in case of starting an e-business. Therefore, it is very easy to form. Second is that it is less costly. Yes, no physical place is required, no shop is required to be opened. Hence, the amount of initial investment is much lower in case of e-business. It can be started if you have a computer or a laptop and the internet communication. So, initial investment or the amount of investment, overall investment in case of e-business is much low than the traditional business. Third is convenience. Third is convenience. What do you mean by convenience? Means how much it is going to benefit both the businessman and the customers. Yes, students, let me tell you, e-business can be conducted from any place, anywhere, anytime. So it gives you what? A convenience in doing the transactions. The customer can buy the products from their home without the physical presence in the shop. Secondly, the seller can sell its product without sell its product to the customers anytime, round the clock, that is 24 hours. The employees of the organization can operate their business from any place. So we find that these are the convenience, means freedom in case of e-business. Next we have your, already I have just now discussed, that is the speediness. Yes, e-business enables the faster movements of the document, information, payment relating to the business transactions. Moreover, the data and information remain stored in the computer. So, it enables to conduct the business operations very fast. Next, we go for is that paperless clerical work. Yes, another advantage of the e-business is that it is allowing us to move to what? Allowing us to move to a paperless society. Most of the transactions takes place with the help of the computer and computer network. The data, information, document remains stored in the computer. Hence, it is giving us an opportunity of developing a paperless society. Okay, students. Next we have your, that is requirement of less working capital. Another advantage of the e-business is that it requires less working capital, because no investment is required to make in case of holding stock, because the orders can be placed to the business houses anytime, and the materials may be obtained from the suppliers. Not only that, another thing is that there is no need of or the help from the middleman. We can avoid the middleman. Because of both these points, the amount of working capital requirement is very less in case of e-business. So once more I tell you, that is because the business houses need not to maintain stock, they can immediately place the order to the supplier for delivering of the goods, and there is no middleman, which actually reduces the cost and overall the requirement of the working capital. Next we have is that satisfaction of customers. Yes, one more advantages of the e-business is that the satisfaction of the customers. The customers can purchase the goods round the clock. They can lodge complaint in the computer or the computer with the help of the computer. Not only the customer gets satisfied, but the business houses also try to solve the grievances and complaints of the customers very fast. Because of all this, the customer remains very much satisfied, and they are enabled to conduct the e-business. So these are the some of the advantages which we are going to discuss about the e-business. Next, let me discuss with you some of the disadvantages of the e-business. Disadvantages or limitations of e-business. First is lack of personal touch. Now, in e-business, there is no direct contact between the buyers and sellers, and there is no need of the presence of the buyers to be present physically for conducting the transactions. So, e-business is not benefited in case of dealings which requires the personal touch, like in case of selling ornaments, garments, or selling the furnitures, decorative items, e-business is not at all suitable, where it requires the personal touch. Second is, that is, delay in delivery. Yes, another disadvantages of the e-business is that is delay in delivery. Why? Due to many reasons, though the business transaction takes place fast, but the customers is required to wait for the delivery of the goods for a long period of time. And because of this delay in delivery of the goods, some customers does not prefer to conduct transaction through e-business. Number 3, that is, we have unfamiliarity with e-business transactions. Now, there are many peoples who are not familiar with the computer and computer network. They are not habituated, or they are not professionally skilled or trained to conduct transaction with the help of the computer and computer network. They are not familiar to conduct the e-business transaction, and hence what is happening, that these peoples, they do not prefer for e-business transaction because they are not familiar with conducting the e-business transaction. High initial investment. Yes. The next important point, that is the limitation of the e-business, is that it requires what? It requires high initial investment. You require to purchase computer, you require to install the internet connection. That requires a huge investment which may not be coped by the small businessman. Hence, they are not reluctant to conduct what? They conduct the e-business. Next we have, that is, the cost of training the personnel. Yes, already I have told you that for conducting the e-business, you require a professionally skilled person. The business houses are required to train the employees professionally in order to get habituated with the e-business transaction. So they are required to bear the cost of this training for conducting the e-business. So that is also another disadvantages for e-business. The last one I go for is that the high risk is involved in case of e-business transactions. Yes, that already you might be known. The risk involved is very, very what? High. Why the risk involved is high? Because there is no physical contact between the buyers and sellers. Even you may not know the location of the buyers. Sometimes there is also the problem of hacking. There may be also a problem relating to the payment issue. So these are the reasons which make the e-business transaction highly risky one. So students, today I have discussed with you the features, advantages and disadvantages of e-business. Thank you.